Your engine gets all the attention. But the parts that keep you alive are the ones that stop you and steer you. In the next few minutes, we'll break down how your car holds the road, brakes, and turns. Everything that happens between you and the asphalt. It all starts where the car meets the road, the suspension. At every wheel sits a spring and a damper, working as a team. Hit a bump, and the spring compresses, soaking up the shock instead of your body. Then it pushes back, settling the car level again. But a spring alone would bounce forever, so the damper forces oil through a tiny hole, calming the motion. Some cars swap the metal spring for a rubber airbag, filled with pressurized air. A pump can inflate or deflate it in seconds, raising the car or dropping it low. Either way, the goal is the same. Keep all 4 tires glued to the road. So your suspension keeps the tires gripping. But gripping the road is useless if you can't stop. When you press the pedal, it pushes fluid through a sealed line. That fluid carries your force all the way to the wheel. There, a caliper squeezes 2 pads onto a spinning disc. Friction grabs the disc and turns your speed into heat. And the wheel comes to a smooth, controlled stop. But what happens when you slam the brakes in panic? Without help, the wheels lock, and the car skids straight ahead, out of control. So a sensor watches each wheel hundreds of times a second. The instant a wheel starts to lock, the system lets go of the brake. Then grabs again. Release, grab, release. Up to 15 times a second. That's ABS. Rolling wheels can still grip and still steer. So you can brake hard and dodge at the same time. Just press firmly and let the system do the rest. So ABS lets you brake hard and still steer. But steering itself is a small miracle. You turn a wheel in a circle, yet the car turns a corner. The wheel spins a shaft, which ends in a small gear, the pinion. That gear rides on a toothed bar, sliding it left or right. The bar pushes and pulls 2 arms, swinging both front wheels in the same direction, perfectly together. And a pump or motor adds power so you can turn with 1 finger. Wheel, gear, bar, wheels, all linked as one. A circle becomes a corner with perfect precision. So there it is. The suspension grips, the brakes slow you, ABS keeps control, and the steering points the way. 4 systems working as one. Your engine moves the car. But all of this is what keeps you safe. Subscribe to understand the machine you drive, and watch how the engine itself works right here.